Geiger Mini Kensington Flap. Is it a hit or a miss? Plus an unboxing. Hi and very welcome. My name is Mary. This is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. Today I want to review my Kurt Geiger Mini Kensington Flap bag and share my thoughts on that bag with you. How I got it, what I paid, what fits, and most importantly, if I would recommend that brand and the bag shape. And we'll finish this video with another Kensington unboxing. So probably there's already a little hint how I feel about that bag shape. I'll put that away for a moment because it's quite noisy. We'll start with a little introducing story time. So if you're not interested in the whole backstory of that bag, I will leave a timestamp for you and then you can jump right to the part where I go more into the detailed review of it. I first heard from the brand Kurt Geiger maybe only about 1.5 years ago on Beckman's channel, and I really liked the brand, especially the Kensington style of the brand, since somehow it is giving me YSL vibes. And if you have some fantasy, maybe even Chanel vibes, especially for the Tweed bags, at a way more affordable price point. And on this channel we love Chanel looks on a way more affordable price point. What I especially like about Kurt Geiger is that even though picking elements from famous luxury brands, like the flap bag style for many bags, the quilting, the chains, it still has its own note to it with the eagle head. And these bags are not just dupes that aim to look like something they are not. Ever since I watched Autumn's video, I had that brand on my radar, but for the longest time I didn't go on an actual hunt for it. Until I watched some of Nick Snell's videos. His channel is of course linked down in the description box. And when he bought his gorgeous tweed sequin Kensington medium flap bag, I was finally totally hooked. And I wanted to get one myself. And lately Nick and Jota even collabed on Kurt Geiger. There are really so many fun bags from that brand. And now comes a little strange thing about me. Even though I'm totally willing every now and then to spend quite a huge amount on a brand new Louis Vuitton bag, I hate to pay full price on high street brands. Everything that goes on sale or does have an outlet, I'm just not willing to buy at regular retail. Even if it really is just the fraction of the price of a Louis Vuitton bag, for example. And since I didn't know if I would like Kurt Geiger bags, since this one was my first one, I was not even willing to pay the sales prices. That's why I looked out preloved on a platform called Vinted that we have here in Germany. I know that it is available in some different European countries as well. I'm not sure about the US, but it is comparable to Poshmark, for example. And this one popped up for only €35, listed as very good condition. The instance already took place months ago, to be honest, still in 2021. But somehow I never filmed this video until now that I do have a trigger to do so. The pictures on this one, they weren't the best. And there wasn't written a lot in the description. I love the color, this kind of pale pink nudie blush. And I really do like this aged gunmetal silver hardware. But I wasn't too sure how I feel about the gemstones, because it's going on quite a lot. So I asked Nick for his opinion, because he's big in the Kurt Geiger game, and he pointed out they remind him of giant sits. Which didn't make that bag any more appealing, but considering they usually retail for around €200 and the seller was fine with 35 including shipping with insurance and tracking, I thought I'll just give it a try and see how I like the Kensington style and how the quality of Kurt Geiger works for me. Interesting to note here, there were no measurements in the description, and to be honest, I did expect the medium size. And I was quite surprised when a tiny package arrived. The pictures for sure were taken in a way to make the bag seem way bigger than it is, but I can't blame the seller for it. Because I could have asked for measurements instead of just going for it, which is what I did, because I'm an impulsive shopper. The shipping took quite a while, and after a week, after I paid, the seller contacted me and said she got ill with gastrointestinal issues. Too much information, I guess. and that she couldn't ship therefore. Of course, I said it's fine, she should get well first, and that I'm not in a hurry. A few days later, she contacted me again and said that now her boyfriend managed the shipping, and that unfortunately he didn't ship with insurance. Waiting for a package to arrive when it takes somewhat longer than you thought it would, it's no problem. Especially if someone might be sick, and even if it would have been a white lie, because someone might have not been in the mood to ship. Not suspecting anyone here, but these things happen. But when you agreed on insured shipping, and then the item is not sent that way, I think it is somewhat problematic. As long as the item safely arrives, okay. But what if it got lost or damaged? In this case, it has only been €35, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But I'm quite sure, in case the bag would have got lost, she wouldn't have been willing to refund me my money, even though she or her boyfriend were the ones that made a mistake. In the way this whole instance turned out in the end, I'm actually quite sure she would not have refunded anything at all. It took quite some time before the package finally arrived, even after her boyfriend allegedly sent it out without insurance. But it was shortly before Christmas, so probably there were a lot of packages around and it could have taken somewhat longer. And when the package then finally arrived, I was somewhat in holiday stress and I didn't think of getting in contact with the seller immediately. And when I finally did, and I wanted to let her know that everything is fine, the bag arrived, I'm happy, she had deleted the offer. Which you shouldn't do on Vinted if you sold something, because then the buyer has no opportunity to give you a feedback, a public visible feedback, which I think is exactly why she did delete the article, instead of marking it as sold. Maybe she thought she would get a bad feedback because of the shipping delay, or because of the missing insurance. Or maybe she was even worried that the package actually didn't arrive because it took me some days to get back in contact with her. Or because one of the gems is broken, not sure if it will be visible on camera or I will insert pictures for you, that wasn't listed, and somewhere there is a little mark on the leather and the description just said it is very good condition. It doesn't bother me at all at that price point, but maybe she thought it would. And of course it would have been great if that would have been mentioned in the description. I don't know, I don't think I would have left a bad feedback, since in the end I did get my bag, and €35 for a leather Kurt Geiger bag is a good deal. I wrote her that it safely arrived, that I'm happy, it's beautiful, and why she had deleted the item, and I never heard anything from her again. So even though this didn't turn out as a fail, it wasn't the most pleasant transaction either, and if it would have been more money involved, probably I wouldn't have felt very comfortable at some points. And I probably would never buy from that person again. So that's that, and that's the little story time around how I got that bag. Now let's get into the actual Kurt Geiger Mini Kensington review. That is probably why you are here. First thing that I saw when I unboxed that bag was this dust bag. And even though it is nice that they do come in dust bags, I'm absolutely not a fan of the Kurt Geiger one. It looks and feels somewhat like these dust bags you sometimes get with super cheap shoes. Not sure if anyone even knows what I'm talking about. But of course, it's not a problem. As long as the price and the quality of the bag itself is good, who cares about the dust bag? So, the bag itself, other than being way smaller than I expected it to be, which is not the bag's fault at all, but my own, I really like it. It's nice quality, the leather feels great. The chain isn't too heavy, it's quite light, but it doesn't feel too flimsy. And the details, especially Mr. Eaglehead, focus again, they look very well made and nice. And the gemstones sparkle. And even though one stone is broken, and I have no idea how the previous owner managed to break it, but you can only see it if you inspect that bag very up close. The back does show some marks where the chain lay. It's a thing that can happen if you have a soft kind of leather. The interior is some kind of black satin, and it is not stitched onto the body, so you can pull it out. And the bag only has one compartment. The strap length, for my liking, could be a tad longer. I can wear it crossbody though. And I'm very tall, I'm 1m80 m or 5'11", so for most women it probably works perfectly fine the way it is. And you can easily double the chain up and wear it as a shoulder bag, which works perfectly fine on me. So I think the Kensington Mini is quite versatile and should work for many sizes. And I assume that the strap length on the medium or the large might be a tad longer, because it is oftentimes that way that with bag sizing up, the strap length does get longer as well. The closure are 2 magnets, and I do not have anything to complain about them. It's just if you pack this bag to its fullest, they won't close anymore, because you have to hit the sweet spot of the magnets. In terms of space, it is a mini bag. I probably would have preferred a medium, maybe even a large, but yet again, it's not the bag's fault. It's mine, and I should just have asked for the measurements. It fits my essentials though. So let's try what fits the Kurt Geiger Mini Kensington Flap. I have to hold the shoulder straps so that it doesn't get too noisy. We open it up and you see already everything I need on a daily basis. We'll start with a small compact wallet from Ted Baker. It has the same dimensions like the zippy coin purse, which I initially wanted, but I had to return it because of quality issues, and for now I will just stick to that one for size comparison. Of course, you wouldn't have to take a full wallet with you. If you would just go for a card holder or a clay, the bag would hold even more. I do have the Louis Vuitton key pouch that I cleaned up in a very recent video, and I have 4 keys inside. I have my iPhone 6, which is somewhat smaller than many newer phones are, but there would be some more space for a bigger and longer phone as well. I would like to take a compact powder, but this is going to be a tough one. And it's difficult to do it with one hand, but I know that it does fit. You see? I would need a car key on the daily, and here I have my garage keys, and we can play Tetris with that. And I could take a lipstick, and we still do have some little spaces here and there, but this is everything I would need, and I can show you. The magnets still do close. The bag doesn't look bulky on the sides, but it reached its capacity. For a mini bag, not too bad, I would say, and overall, I think for a mini bag, it's not even that mini. So the bag works for me, but nothing more than that. Would I recommend it? If you are into mini bags and you don't have to carry everything and the kitchen sink, absolutely yes. It's a great value for money bag. Considering the quality, the craftsmanship, the great leather, I'm not disappointed at all of Kurt Geiger. Would I buy another one? When I prepared for this video months ago, my notes said, let me read it out to you. I wouldn't say no, because I really like the design and quality of the Kensington, but probably I would go for a medium or a large one next time. According to the Mini Kensington, never say never. If I stumble across another great deal, pre-loved, I might buy another one, but don't have plans yet. Well, guess suddenly plans appeared. I was checking for preloved Kurt Geiger bags every now and then. I would still love to get a medium or a large one, but the next great deal in a design that I liked was yet again a Mini Kensington. And since the blush pink one does fit my essentials, and I do enjoy that bag, I thought, why not? Let's go for it. And we are going to unbox it now. Yet again, I found that bag on Vinted, where I search more for contemporary brands items. If I go for designer, I'll mostly look pre-loved on Vestiaire Collective. The price was again €35, but this time with €5 for shipping with insurance on top. And this time the seller actually did send with insurance and tracking. And overall it was a way more pleasant contact, fast shipping. I'm confident that this package won't disappoint me, because overall the experience was already so much better than buying that first bag. Even though the design might not be for everyone, because it is more on the louder side. Well, actually my gemstone sits are more on the louder side as well. But this one is even louder. It is tweed, which I am super excited for, because I really like NYX tweed bag. But yeah, it's not as timeless and elegant and classic as NYX black sequin tweed. But you will see in a second. Okay, she just put the bag into the box. It's not really wrapped or anything, but I hope the bag is fine, and if the bag is fine, I'm fine as well. So It is an Amazon box, but as I already told you, I didn't buy it on Amazon. She just reused that box. Are you ready? Ta-da! Wow. Probably you can see I dressed to match the bag. And let me check the gemstones. Yeah, they look good. They look good. The eagle head has all of them as well. So there's a up close for you. Wow, isn't that beautiful with the little pearls and rhinestones? And we have this pearl handle, but it does have a long strap as well, that is yet again that gunmetal silver. It is the mini size as well, so let me get that one. So they are exactly the same size, even though it does seem a little bit different in structure because one is leather and one is tweed. You can wear this little pearl detail as decor, or you can carry it like that as a top handle bag, and you can, I guess, yeah, you can open these hooks and then you can detach either the pearl detail or the shoulder strap, and therefore you could use these pearls on a different bag as well. I really love the colors, I love the tweed. It is going on quite a lot, but I like it. Really like it. The Kurt Geiger here does still have the foil sticker on it. The seller had listed it as never used, and I don't see anything about that bag that would tell a different story. Completely clean from the inside as well. Not sure how well you will be able to see into the black interior. So I think that was a good purchase. Do you own any Kurt Geiger bags, or do you think of getting one? Share it with us down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and bye! Oof. Here is chaos going on. It's like having two mini bag babies. That's the boy and that's the girl, even though that's bullshit. Colors don't have a gender, so that can be the girl and that can be the boy as well. I do like the aged golden hardware. Not aged golden. And when the pack... They are so similar, yet so different. Do you want to see a comparison? Compare the same bag with the same bag, just different materials and designs? I don't know. To what's next, I have to recommend the Snell hard bag dupe video, because I teased it in that video, and there you can subscribe.